Since we were on a 90s kick from last Friday. And Sidekicks. Chuck Norris.
Sidekicks, yes. You're asking that Sidekicks? Yes, it is that Sidekicks. It is
that specific one.
That you saw when you were a kid. I was 10 years old when this movie came out in 1992. Yep. 10 years young.
10 years
older
than I was.
Yeah, I still watched it as a kid.
Mathematically, that adds up. Checks out.
Yes.
It's a great story about a kid who I think he has something mentally wrong with him.
Well, not anymore.
No, he still does.
He got cured.
He got cured.
Through martial arts.
Yes, martial arts. No longer has asthma.
In hopes of a vagina.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Kid was born in the wrong era. Should have been born around 2020.
Because when he sees shit, people would just be like, "Oh, that's."
That's normal. Well, you said born with a vagina. I'm just saying, 2020, they'll cut that shit right out.
Oh, I'm just saying the girl.
No, he was saying he got some vagina.
I heard what you heard. I heard what you heard.
I was just saying, like, he's born with, we're in the perfect time period.
Wait. Okay, I'm here this time.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah. Chuck Nizzle.
So I love Chuck Norris. We've watched Chuck Norris movie on here before. That would be Firewalker, one of my favorite adventure movies. Yeah. So I think this is the second Chuck Norris movie we watched. Sidekicks. It's this kid. It's mainly this kid seeing Chuck Norris in these different situations. He daydreams. He's in the middle class. Yeah. He's in gym class. He's at home watching
TV.
Whatever. He's always goes into these visions where it's him and Chuck Norris kicking ass.
That's how he copes with his mom being dead.
Yeah, and his life sucks.
And his dad being at work all the time.
Yeah. The fact that he's a dweeb.
Yeah.
And he has asthma.
A wuss.
Yeah. That's basically the movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
But the teacher's like, you gotta stop daydreaming. I'm gonna set you up with my uncle.
Luckily, he has an Asian teacher.
Yeah.
His roots in the homeland. And she can bring Mako across the pond just to teach him the ways of martial
restaurant.
Yeah.
And,
the best restaurant ever. The Frying Dragon.
The Frying Dragon.
The teacher is always the damsel in distress in the daydreams. Where him and Chuck Norris
very important
save the day.
To have a damsel in distress.
Because later on in the movie, when he hits puberty,
yes, mid-movie, he starts training, hits puberty, and it turns the damsel turns to Winnie Cooper.
Yeah.
I thought like he wanted to bang the teacher.
I mean,
I thought
everybody
was
when
the
they were
case.
younger.
He wanted to bang the teacher, and then when like
I feel like I was never fortunate enough to have one of those
though.
teachers.
His dad got to it first.
You are right.
So he had to pick a new dream.
Some reason there was.
Otherwise, those daydreams were going to get weird.
There was, for some reason, some kind of sexual tension between his dorky, nerdy dad and the Asian teacher.
Wuss dad.
Who was always wearing ugly outfits.
Well,
the outfit review. No, it's not just
like,
that.
Unless you're partying or like in a workout video.
I don't know. 90s fits went hard.
Yeah, we watched a lot of movies from the 90s. Not a lot of those
outfits
bad
in this
cool.
movie.
She was a teacher in the 90s. So it was like boring pantsuits.
Got it.
Yeah, they used to adhere to a dress code.
Yeah.
Now they don't anymore.
Sweatpants in the math class.
Okay, but
now
even
it's like
when
a
she
septum
wasn't
ring and a rainbow shirt.
Even when she wasn't teaching, though, she was wearing bad outfits.
It's good. It's true. You are right. You are correct.
Just trying to be modest.
Well, you know,
kid.
I'm just saying, like, if you were raised in like the '80s, you were wearing '80s fashions the same way. If like you came up in like 2006, still wearing slim fit pants, like I don't know anybody like that, but if I did, I would relate to that.
Like that. Yeah.
I'll never let go of wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah, well, I'm not wearing my fucking white ass long shorts that come down to past my calves.
Oh man, I still got a couple of shorts like that. I like them.
I saw you had some of those.
Yeah,
I saw those, and I was like, I remember what that was like. I remember that.
I love them.
I was a little envious, but I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do that myself. I don't think so.
So,
before that, before training with Frying Dragon Guy, they try to take him to the kid to a dojo.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joe Piscopo.
Joe Piscopo is a hilarious bad karate teacher.
Like a comedic take on Cobra Kai.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. That's
much.
what it's
Proto Cobra Kai.
Instead of a cobra, it's a dragon.
Yeah.
I mean a tiger.
Yeah.
And he's just a real jerk.
And he's
honestly.
And then he's like, if Chuck Norris was still fighting, I would kick his ass.
He quit competing because of me.
He was afraid of fighting me.
He had a lot of trophies. So
He did so many trophies. So many belts. Trophies. Yeah, it's such a simple setup. This is very much a kid's movie. It's just like a kid gets bullied. He's being bullied in school.
Yeah.
He's a dreamer.
He's
Everybody
a dreamer.
keeps saying
Oh,
he's
you
a
know,
dreamer.
yes.
Like Einstein was.
He's just like Einstein.
Yeah.
Just like
Karl Marx.
Dreaming about general relativity.
Ayn Rand.
and fighting alongside Chuck Norris before he came to be.
He always carries around a Chuck Norris magazine.
That's where I kind of think
Black
it's a
Belt
magic magazine.
That's an
Yeah.
interesting interpretation.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's given this movie too much credit.
This movie definitely has a twist at the end. It's not as simple as it seems.
I don't know.
It is.
I'd like to see the sequel or the...
Might be a time loop movie. Maybe. You'll know what I mean when you get to the end. I'm not going to spoil it.
No, we're not going to jump to the end.
Sorry.
But
No, I'm not going to talk about
not
it.
yet. But
I'm not gonna talk about it.
you bring up an interesting point.
Sorry,
No.
I interrupted you.
No, I'm not spoiling. So we go to the dojo. The dojo's not for the kid. You know,
he's like,
and
don't
also,
wheeze around me.
Yeah, don't wheeze. I'm talking
Yeah.
right now. And,
Kid's got asthma. I don't remember.
as
if we
it turns
talked
out,
about
the school bully, the school jerk, goes to that dojo,
that. Yeah.
which becomes relevant. You know, so he starts training with the Frying Dragon cook.
Yeah.
Calls him Mr. Dumpling because he just keeps whipping dumplings at this kid, and he keeps just catching him with his face.
Yeah, Mako's
All
great.
training.
As always, Mako's great in this movie as he's the martial arts guru, teacher.
Also, his outfits are great.
Yeah.
Cardigans,
and
Chinese,
fedoras.
Dean Martin. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But what else do we have? It's a lot of
Training
daydreaming.
montages.
Yeah, training montages.
Yeah, he slowly starts to
Yeah.
get better. Like because he's always having asthma attacks. Anything happens, Mako's like, "Put that thing away. You're gonna start walking to school, and then you're gonna start running to school." And then he starts teaching him some kata. He's kicking some bags. He gets him some nunchucks.
Yeah.
So he starts getting better, even though he still looks like a dweeb. But he's slowly improving. He gets into more shit at school. He gets stomped at school a little bit.
And he finds out that the girl that he likes only likes him because she feels
She
bad.
feels sorry for
He
him.
totally just asked her out though. I was,
Yeah.
he was like, he's just like, I kind of like you. You like me? And she's like, yeah, I like you. He was like, well, let's go out. And she's like, but I respected him just like going for it. He was just like, hey, let's go out.
Yeah.
And then she was like,
I just felt kind of sorry
don't
for
like
him.
you like
Yeah.
that.
I knew it.
But as soon as he stands up for himself, there's a scene they're in the gym. The guy talks some shit, and he's like, up yours.
Yeah, that's a real slam.
Yeah,
Right
the
there.
Knocks him
bully guy.
down from behind. He gets a foot on his chest like he did earlier. Then he does he gets his leg up and knocks him down. Then he gets kicked a bunch. And I think he gets one shot in, maybe one or two shots. And then she's like, oh.
This is a man capable of defending me.
What are you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to the zoo.
Ooh, I love the zoo.
Yeah.
Can I come with you? Gym teacher breaks up the fight.
Bull from Night Court.
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody else knew that
great
show
character.
existed.
Yeah.
He's like, "What y'all doing?" Well, he started it. If you started this fight, then you're dumber than a woodpecker pecking on an aluminum pole.
Oh, yeah. That's very funny.
Gym teacher is very funny.
Yeah, he had
Best
some good.
script.
He had some good funny lines.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of thing I think kind of missing from this movie is like I wish they would have put more of that in there. And it's like to me, this movie does kind of get bogged. I think kids would love this movie. Of any like little kids love this movie. But for me, watching it now, I wish they had put in more of that, more of that funny one-liner stuff, or that funny stuff that is aimed at adults that kids won't get, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's missing some of that. But some of these characters, like the gym teacher or Joe Piscopo being the insane teacher, I wish they would have just kind of brought out more of that stuff a little bit in this movie.
And the dialogue between the dad and the teacher, the school teacher.
Yeah. Make it
could
a
have been
little
more
bit
funny.
More
and
innuendo.
a little bit more
Yeah.
funny, a little bit more sexual. Let's make
I
this
felt
dad
the
even
tension.
more awkward
Yeah.
than he already is. Let's laugh about it. How clueless this guy is.
Dad
you
tried to
know?
leave his glasses in there so he could come back. by
Yeah.
himself, is what he was
Yeah. Oh, I
I
don't.
can't see.
Oh yeah, where are they?
I don't know why you had to grab for me, alright? I've been bulking, alright?
He's on a bulking phase right now. Yeah. But yeah, we actually do finally meet the real Chuck Norris. He gets challenged. Barry Wary. Oh, he does.
Yeah.
His name's Barry.
Very, like,
Everybody calls
Barry.
him Barry Wary. They
And
make fun of him.
Yeah, they make fun of him. They call him Barry Wary, which is really lame. But
yeah.
he gets challenged to go to this tournament. So they go to this karate tournament. Chuck Norris happens to be there as the celebrity guest
Yup.
in random Texas town. And they need one person to join their team.
Four-person team.
Yeah.
Not allowed no three-person team.
Well, that's the thing, is that the bully is like, you want a fair shot at me, hands him a flyer for the karate contest where Kung Fu is done.
Yeah.
But they don't even fight each other.
Okay, I was going to wait.
Yeah.
I was going to wait, yeah. I thought they should have fought each other.
Totally.
Yeah.
They totally should have fought each other. They do not.
You need the Karate Kid moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crane
Right.
kick.
I think that's probably why Chuck Norris and his brother didn't go with that moment, because they didn't want to be like totally Karate
Totally
Kid.
ripping off Karate Kid. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been. I feel like that would have been a better ending because
This
you
is
get that-
basically the Karate Kid, but
Yeah.
trying to be funny. Yeah, it really is.
Just with more imagination. You got Chuck Norris blowing up stuff. Chuck Norris as an outlaw.
the whole
Cowboy.
thing seems like kind of like a Princess Diary. Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Oh, yeah.
Princess Diary.
You know, I've never
Starting
seen the
Sandra
Next
Bullock.
week we're watching Princess Diaries.
No,
Anne
the-
Hathaway.
Oh, Anne Hathaway.
Death Race 3000. Please.
Please, have you ever seen Death Race 2000?
Yes, I have. It's an
Okay.
excellent film.
It's all right. That's all right.
I like it. Anyway,
It does have Stallone in it.
you know, with fucking cool car. Anyway, the whole thing, that to me is what it felt like more than the Karate Kid. It's like the princess, because you have like this split where it's like reality and then they're telling the story and everything like
But the
that.
story is a Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Kid gets bullied, learns karate, fights in a tournament.
It beats his bullying.
But
and
not
gets
really
girl.
beats his bully.
In a competition, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, I
They had
guess.
a brick breaking
Brick
contest.
breaking con. Okay,
Yeah.
alright. You know, I'll secede this.
brick chopping. I think you're all right at the same time.
Yeah. Chuck Norris fights Joe Piscopo.
Kicks his
Whips his
ass,
ass, yeah.
in a funny.
Oh, Piscopo like
Sort of
rips
way.
his gloves off,
But
takes his top off.
this is where part of my theory goes into place. Joe flips like 20 times in the air.
Yeah.
Kind of goofy if it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
And
this kid's
it's
just like
all
eating.
magic.
This whole movie, this kid's just sitting on the couch eating Cheetos, having imagining all this shit.
Also, even during the competition, he had daydreams of himself
as the white
doing
ninja.
Yeah, he saw himself as
White
a
a
ninja.
ninja, doing the what was he doing?
The
nunchucks
nunchucks
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like goes into a trance, sees himself as a ninja, competing.
I mean, you don't see yourself that way in your all's trainings as samurais.
You know, sometimes.
I see myself as like the samurai on the front line that gets killed immediately. Yeah, I see myself as a samurai all the time. Just like, yeah, you know, they always have, like, in the front of the lines, guy running up, get stabbed through the stomach. That's totally me, dude, every day, yeah. I see it. I totally see it.
Okay.
Nathan's like saves you at the last minute.
Yeah, that would be cool, except Nathan's somewhere, like, fighting the general of the other army.
He already made it that far.
He's already made it that far, and I'm just somewhere like, oh, I should have been in the honor guard. Why didn't I learn how to read, you know? Now I'm getting stabbed through the stomach. You know, I'm going to be sitting here for like 6 hours till I bleed out.
Should we go to scores on this?
Yeah, sure.
Let me go to Amira first.
Oh no.
We'll go around this way.
Oh no.
Ladies first.
Yeah.
Yeah, phenoids.
This is not important at all.
4.
You can just say.
Yeah.
I say 4.
Any number.
It doesn't
4.
matter.
Any
4.
reasoning.
No, it has to have logic.
Okay.
4. It was good. It was cute. It was cute. It was funny. It could have been funnier. Most of the outfits were bad except for the old man.
Got the fashion review. What about the hair?
It was important. The hair.
Hair. Oh, man.
Barry's hair was very nice.
Very
He had the
nice.
gelled
Yeah,
back. Yeah.
Blonde.
He had good eyebrows too.
Yeah.
I
CB
say-
threading. You think he threads his brows?
Somebody threaded his
I
brows
don't
for
think they had
that
invented
movie.
that yet.
I don't
Somebody-
understand how that works. How do
Somebody
you thread a brow?
tweezed his brows,
Okay.
at least. Yeah, I enjoyed watching it. It was. I liked all the training montages and I don't know, all the adventures. It was cool.
Yeah. I feel like I liked this movie when I was a kid. I did. And I think kids will like this more. To me, I don't know if it really holds up as much. I would probably go 3 on this. I think if you want to watch something like this, but better, just watch Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I don't mean Karate Kid.
Cobra Kai, the show.
I mean,
Yeah.
the show,
Yeah.
Cobra Kai, is like all of this, but it's funnier. I think it's better put together. But this is a fun movie. It is. I think it's definitely aimed more toward kids. I like the stuff, the fantasy stuff with Chuck Norris. I just feel like they could have done more to bring all this stuff together. Make it more. Take the stuff you do, just make it a little bit better, and I could bring it up. And it's not bad, but I think it's definitely more aimed at kids. So I'd give it a 3 out of 5. It was fun, but
Yeah.
it doesn't hold up for me as much as some of the other shit that I liked when I was a kid.
I'm gonna go 4 on this. I enjoyed this child's movie. What held it back giving it a 5 was more Chuck Norris. I get it's probably time constraint with him, but I wanted a bit more Chuck Norris.
Who doesn't want a
Yeah.
bit more Chuck Norris?
Exactly. He left me wanting more, and
Yeah.
it looked like they set it up for a sequel for Wheelchair Kid to do karate.
I was gonna say.
That's the thing that
I wanted to say.
spoiled.
Based on this magic,
Time loop.
I think it's a magic
Black Magic
magazine.
Black Belt
Magic
magazine.
Because he left it there, and then Chuck disappears. Batman out of there, as Nathan says.
Yeah.
And this kid picks it up. Oh, cool! And he starts imagining things.
Yeah, he starts hallucinating.
Yeah, but I think they definitely should have filmed like an actual fight scene between the bully.
Yeah.
And Barry. It needed to be done. I don't. It's not as satisfying seeing the brick break.
Yeah.
Oh, you broke some bricks that were on fire.
You want to see that. You want to see that kid get kicked in the face and like blood coming out of his nose and him feeling like shit.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
That's what you wanted, but you didn't get it. So I felt kind of let down.
Yeah.
It's a good kids movie.
Yeah. Nick.
It's a 3.8 for me.
3.8.
Yeah. I think we made it a rule not to do
We only do 0.5.
When did you make that rule?
We do 0.5s, and that's like barely.
Yeah.
We barely allow
0.5. We'll allow 0.5s, but not no 0.75
1, 2, 3, 4. You need a majority vote for something like that.
It's really just me and his.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I'm a third. Majority vote.
This was set in place way before you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 3.5.
All right.
3.5.
We'll allow it.
Rounded down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have. My only complaint was that I would have liked to have also seen the fight between the bully and the kid. That's a pretty reasonable thing. We should have seen that instead of the brick breaking. I also thought similarly that like that kid was gonna pick up that magazine and just decide this wheelchair is a crutch. I can just
like a penny hit.
He just gets up out of his wheelchair.
The Holy Ghost came upon him.
I was about to say you need to go to church for that.
Yeah, start walking. Get the Holy Ghost on.
Just walk in and do some flips.
Cartwheel out of there. Yeah.
You know, I think this is a good kids movie. Unfortunately, what I think is missing is that the kids these days don't necessarily see Chuck Norris the same way that our generations do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You know, we see. You know, my whole life, I saw Chuck Norris as kind of like a meme.
So you got to show You got to show this kid other Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Other Chuck Norris movies. Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh my God, Chuck Norris!
This guy's such a hard ass." And then
just you find him in Walker, Texas. If you don't want to go that far back,
he's got beard and he kicks.
Kicks ass. And
he looks like me. He's not Chinese. He's kicking people in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, we grew up with the Chuck Norris. You know, what does a saltine can have to do with Chuck Norris? Nothing. Chuck Norris kicks a saltine can for breakfast. You know, like, we grew up with those kind of, like, that kind of imagery and those memes and everything like that. Like, we see that.
You did.
Yeah.
It was just movies. It was some memes.
Yeah.
For me, it was.
It
wasn't
in high
like,
school. It was just nothing but Chuck Norris memes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, for us, this movie was kind of like a tie-in to childhood in one degree or another. Whereas, like, my son is going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who is this other guy? Like, I get,
I hope he
like,
says that.
he'll understand. He'll understand that, like, okay, this is just like a badass with a machine gun shooting communists. But, like, he's not going to be like, oh, this is Chuck Norris. Okay, haha, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, some of the relevance, like, for me, it's there. But for, like, the next generation...
What you should show them is his paid infogram commercials of...
P90X?
No, it wasn't P90X. It was
the Bowflex machine.
Yeah. It was like the Bowflex machine.
He did that sliding.
That's what it was.
You're like it was that inclined sliding thing.
Yeah.
Use your own
It
body
was a
weight.
Bowflex machine.
No.
Was it not?
It's not Bowflex.
It was
sliding thing.
It was like this inclined thing.
You can do like a
and you lay on it. Yeah, you use your own body weight as the thing. It's got all these pulleys.
And it pulls you up.
I remember those
he made
commercials.
so much
Was
fucking
it not?
money off
Was
that
it not?
shit.
I thought it was the Bowflex.
No, it wasn't a Bowflex. It was
no.
We can look it up later.
We'll have to look it up later. 3.5 for me.
3.5
for those reasons that I stated.
We got a good spread tonight. I mean, decent, fun.
It was a fun movie to watch. It was a good movie to watch. I do feel like every single flashback, or excuse me, every single daydream, did kind of add to the whole duration of the movie. Where it's like, can we just see this kid beat the shit
out of a bully?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But it was a fun movie. It was good to watch. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was like watching a part of Nathan's childhood.
Part of Nathan's shower?
Yeah, that's what we're watching.
What did you say?
Childhood.
Oh, childhood. I just said shower. I was like, what?
Part of my childhood. All y'all were preconceived.
I was born.
I'm the fucking guy in Nathan's daydreams that gets killed first. Boom. He's like, Nathan's just like, don't be like that guy.
No more popcorn.
Sidekicks.
No more popcorn. Sidekicks.
An alright movie.